didn't see you come in. I was just gazing at the snow. And now it's time for a mini lesson. So today's mini lesson is on something called line breaks. Line breaks is where the poet chooses to end a line and start a new one. Now, a lot of times poets don't wait for the end of a sentence. They just put it where they feel like they want to. And the strategy is that they always want to emphasize the last word in the line. The reader's eye naturally slows down and stops whenever there's the end of a line. And then it also calls attention to the first word of the next line. So it's right there. So this would read like this. We real cool, we left school, we lurk late, we strike straight, we sing sin, we thin gin, we jazz June, we die soon. This is a poem by Gwendolyn Brooks. Now, that's great, but this is actually not the poem that she wrote. She wrote this one. Come on over here. Where she did her line breaks, where she broke it right after the we. So the first line is, we real cool, we left school, we lurk late, we strike straight, we sing sin, we thin gin, we jazz June, we die soon. And so the line break calls attention to the we. It makes the we stand out and also makes the verb stand out as well. It's like a really different way to do it. And she did this just using line breaks. So the two main reasons for using the line breaks are the following. So here are the two reasons for choosing a line break. The first is to call attention to the last word of one line and the first word of the next line. The reader's eye naturally goes to these words. The next reason is really pretty simple. It just looks good on the page. So that's what you got to do. So what this is actually is student work, and it really matches something that I saw over and over and over again from students, which is like they write amazing poems, but they are not putting it in poem form. So here's how I would turn this paragraph into a poem. So the first line, I like it when I walk around my neighborhood and I see that the wet, cracked up ground, cement ground. I love that line, but I'm going to turn it into a poem. I like it when I walk. I like this word walk, so I'm going to emphasize it and make it the end of one line. And then, of course, when you start a new poem, around my neighborhood. And I sort of like leaving lines with the word and, because I like what that does to the reader. It sort of makes them anticipate the next line. I see the wet, cracked up cement ground. I'm going to keep all those words together because of the C and the C there, that goes well together. I see the multiple colored houses that have the paint coming off. And I like this image of paint coming off, so I'm going to leave the reader with it right here. Even more day after day. I like that. Actually, day after day. That's what I like. So I like ending here on day, and I like this word day here. So hopefully this kind of makes sense of how I'm thinking about it. Every poet approaches this issue differently, and you should too.